It's tech time, and we have her in the studio, Carlette.
Hey, Francois.
You got to see the little eyes too, and the batting of the eyes, and the turning of the head, and everything like that. Oh, the flipping of the hair. Oh, but you can see it, can't you?
They can see it right now, live.
Oh boy, I don't know if it's cool, but she's having fun, and she's wired up this whole place. How are they going to see it?
They're going to see it on the blog, trivialunfame.blogspot.com.
That's where we go when we want to look at it after the fact.
And now you can look at it right now, live, as it's happening. There's a nice big window there, and you can log in and you can see. Isn't that cool?
That is pretty cool. I don't know how you do it,
and we have a multi-camera shoot, so you're right.
Yes.
It's like a movie set.
It is.
It's like a multi-camera shoot, so you can watch it live.
Give me the website again where they can...
trivialunfame.blogspot.com.
So that's where they can see it right now live.
They can see it right
or
now
if at
live.
10 o'clock this morning they want to see it, they could go there and see it as well.
See it again. Yes.
I'm on
they can
my...
also get the notes from the show this morning, so in case they missed anything or they want to review, they can see the notes from the show as well.
I'm on my best behavior.
It's a lot of work for 10 minutes, I'll tell you that.
Yes, it is.
But it's fun.
What are we talking about today?
This morning we're talking about voice over IP, or VoIP. This is exploding all over the world.
Voice over IP.
Yes.
And it's funny that the shortening of the name still has IP in it. Voice, I know what IP means.
Yes, what does it mean?
It means Internet Protocol.
Oh, I'm so impressed.
It means that you're using two words when you could use one. Meaning you could have said voice over the Internet. What's the protocol for?
The protocol is about how you send the voice over the Internet. So, you know, you have your protocols, you must shake hands, you must curtsy, you must pack the information in a certain way.
Okay.
Same thing.
This is saying that you can, this is how you bypass your telephone company.
That's right.
And you get to make international calls for free or on the cheap.
Or on the cheap, yes.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful technology that, you know, previously if you tried VoIP, maybe you would have been turned off of it because the connection was poor or there was a long delay. But thanks to blazing fast internet,
all right.
Thanks to blazing fast internet, this is now practical. It's now possible. It is now what you should be doing.
Okay. Did you say you had friends at the telecoms?
I'm not so sure.
Because not anymore. Okay. The rest of the folks are saying, tell me.
Tell me more. Yes. And with different kinds of software, you can too have free or next to free phone calling all over the world with voice over internet protocol. Now, there are three ways to do it. One way is with what they call an ATA. I'm going to find the acronym. Analog telephone adapter. That's a dedicated device, and if you watch international TV, you would have seen the ads for Vonage. That's the best example I can think of. You get a little device about the size of a phone,
right?
Of a mobile phone. You hook that up to your high-speed connection at your home, and you must have high speed. You can't have dial-up, so you must have DSL.
Does anybody still have dial-up? Is that offered now? I mean,
good morning to Daddy. Yes, some people still have dial-up, especially outside of Kingston.
Okay.
Outside of the major towns, you may still
I did not know that. I thought the phone company switched the whole system.
No, that's the thing. There are people who have access to DSL.
Yeah.
But still have dial-up for reasons I
maybe they don't know.
Or they just don't think they need the internet, which.
All right, so you have your high speed, you hook up your thing, and then you make a call.
And then you hook your phone into the little thing, and then you can make a call. Just
your
like
computer has to be on.
No, with the ATA, the adapter, you don't need any computer. You just plug it in and you're good to go.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it just functions just like a telephone line?
Functions just like a telephone line, and that's why you see.
And you don't have to pay any money for the call?
You usually have to pay for calls outside of North America, UK, and Canada.
Oh.
But it's pennies a minute. US pennies a minute.
Okay, but you're still going back to the very same company, which in this case would be like, I call the names, I don't care. Lime would be the one who would run that wire into your house.
DSL into your house, yes. Or another telecom could do it as well.
Oh,
Since you call the name, Flow could also run it as well.
We
and
can
a lot
call
of them offer this voice over IP service because they realize they're fighting a losing battle.
They can't
so
stop
if you can't
you.
beat them, join them. So both of them have those services available to them as well. Now, another way to have voice over IP is with a dedicated phone. You can buy a special phone that you hook up to your internet, and then you don't have to hook your phone into the line.
Okay.
I don't recommend this. This is hundreds of dollars for a phone that you can only use on a...
Suppose you have, you know, your kid's girlfriend, boyfriend abroad, and you're calling every day.
Yeah, so that's why I say get the adapter instead that hooks up to the lines that you already have wired to your house, because otherwise you have to buy a phone.
How much does a phone cost?
$100. It's a lot of money.
The little phone unit, it doesn't cost $100 US.
The built-in IP phone does, yes. 140, 150.
Oh, the built-in IP phone. I thought you just meant a phone. Oh, okay.
The regular phone you can use with the adapter, which is a lot cheaper. So
that's what I'm saying.
Method I recommend. No, if you don't want a phone, you don't want an adapter, you don't want anything special, you can do it the way you know how to do it, which is just to use your computer.
And a little headset thing.
And a little headset thing. You download the software like Skype or something, and you can then make calls all over the world.
And you can look at each other too.
Yes, you have video calling as well.
So that is what is better. Oh, that's video over IP, which is the same acronym. All right. That's why wouldn't you tell us to do that first of all? Isn't that better? That's better than everything.
It is.
Does it work?
It works, of course it works. I talk to my mom every day.
You don't want her to see. If you're in a state of undress, or if somebody's in the room behind you.
I know you, like many other Jamaicans, walk around the house.
Yes,
you don't want to answer the phone like that.
Did I tell you that, or were we Skyping? You know.
Shoops, I reveal a secret. Yes. So.
Oh boy, too much information.
Way too much. Yes. So you can use your computer as well to make these calls, which is really cool, and yes, you can add video to it. So there are some clear advantages, and most voice over IP services offer you all the features that you become used to. Conference calling, call waiting, all of that is still possible. So you can use voice over IP to replace your phone, except for the fact that you also need power. So if there is, heaven forbid, and I hope we don't have it in this year, a hurricane, and JPS turns off the grid to protect us, and we need to make a call, guess what?
You can't.
You can't. Because voice over IP is dependent on two things, which are electricity and
get
internet.
you, but truth be told, so that's all leading up to the hurricane. After the hurricane, you're likely not to have service with your wonderful cell phones anyway.
I would say likely.
For a day or so.
Especially if you didn't charge it.
They have to get things. I have a good question. I've got a good question. Using the voice or video over IP, we're talking about making calls and say, let's call our friend in London and things like that, cheaper international calls. However, suppose I'm at home and I want to call you at home.
Yes.
Right here. That's not a problem?
That's not a problem. Mind you,
I can Skype you from...
You can Skype me, yes.
Doesn't matter.
To Jamaica, it does not matter. Mind you, if you're going to call me on my landline at home from Skype in Jamaica, I'd recommend you just pick up the phone and dial, rather than using Skype.
I want to use the video.
Oh, yes, you can use the video.
So I can see who's in the background.
Oh no, friends, why didn't I tell you about that? Oops.
But yeah, that's neat. How come I don't hear people really, gaga over that?
I don't know why not, because it certainly is taking on. I think a lot of people were turned off initially when the quality was so bad. But we haven't even gotten to the exciting part yet.
Oh, what's the
exciting part? Is that voice over IP is coming to your mobile phone. So instead of picking up your cell phone sometimes to call overseas because it's cheaper than your landline, you can use your cell phone, use software on your cell phone like Skype, and you can make a call to the United States free.
So I use the internet part of the phone, and then...
And make the same call that you would on the phone, but use the internet instead.
You're saying that's possible now, or it's coming?
It's coming. It's possible in the United States because Verizon and Skype signed a deal. You can do it on your Skype phone, on your Verizon phone, but unfortunately our local telecoms haven't started offering that service yet.
All right, well, you just called them out on that. Okay. Voice over IP on my voice machine but I'm not going to use that machine. I'm going to use another part of that machine to make the call. So telephone calls should really become nothing.
Yes, we shouldn't be paying so much. And if you see my phone bill, oh my goodness.
Mm.
But in time.
But you know, we're a lot less than we used to be. As expensive as we think it is now. Think of the days. Go back to the days when if you got a call, you paid for it.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody was paying. If I called you, I was paying and you were paying at the same time.
Oh, they call us a third world, but we are actually cell phone leaders, because in the United States and some parts of the UK, you still have to pay to receive a call.
That's ridiculous.
It is completely ridiculous. Can you imagine that? And they don't have per second billing like we do. So, ladies and gentlemen, stand up and be proud that you are.
Oh, okay.